So I got Z1 intake tubes. Bought them used. Saved about 40-50 bucks on them, so that was cool. I put them on the other day, and I closed the hood. 2 days later, I went to open the hood, and this is what I found. So I come in, I grab the handle, I give it a pull, and that's what happens. It stops at the top, and nothing happens with the hood. It doesn't open. So first thing I did to remedy, to troubleshoot, I looked underneath. Yeah, nope, cable was still very much intact. As you can see, it was in there. It just wasn't doing anything on the hood end. So that's when I started browsing the internet. First thing, like I said, I found a picture, and I'm gonna show you that picture. It's gonna come up on screen about now. Go ahead and give that a little look real quick. It's from the tech manual. And if you see the little area circled, that is the spot where the cables come together. The guy that posted the picture said that if you look at this little spot and find it, that maybe your cables came loose or popped out on accident, and you can put them back in. But you got to get everything off to get to that first. Well, this is what I did, and this is how I tore it apart to figure it out. To get access to this wire, to this cable, to try to figure out what was going on, was I pulled the inner fender liner out, as you can see right there. To get the inner fender liner out, I first pulled the car in, turned the wheel so I had access. I pulled out undid all the screws, pulled out all the push pins, and once I got the fender liner out, I was able to then get access to the inside of the underside of the car. Now you can see right there, you got the one hose that runs down to your washer fluid, and you got that cable right above that washer hose. It's the cable that sits right here. This is the cable that goes to the inside of the car, and this is also the cable that hooks to that little box that I showed you in the picture a little bit ago. So I attempted to pull this cable thinking maybe it was stuck somewhere and that the hood would open magically. I gave this cable a pull, and it kept coming, and it kept coming, until, before I knew it, I had this piece underneath the car in my hand, which was not what was supposed to happen. So, once this was found out, I moved to step 2. Alright, so step 2 for me was to get up underneath the car, directly under the bumper, and see if I could find the box that cable magically popped out of. So to do that, the first thing I did was I came in, I disconnected all the pins and bolts from the underskirting and dropped the underskirting. Once the underskirting was down, I then would be able to see up under the bumper. So now that I had the underskirting down, I was able to get up under the car and actually look for myself to see where this little box was located. I still could not see this box that I referenced in the picture, but what I did see was one of the cables. So you see the cable right there, it's running down alongside the radiator support beam, and then it loops around and it goes up under the frame right there. So what I did, I reached up and I grabbed the cable right there beside the radiator support beam, and I gave it a pull downward. That pull downward is what was able to allow me to unlock the hood latch on the driver's side of the car. So you have to do this one side at a time. Next I went over to the passenger side, and I found the same cable on the opposite side. Again, it runs up from the front of the car, and it runs right alongside the radiator support beam over to the latch. Once again, I grabbed the cable right next to the radiator support beam, I gave it a pull downward, and that popped the passenger side latch. At this point, the hood was now popped on both sides, and I was able to get it raised and see what I could see from up top. So I took the intake out to see if I could see where in the world this little box was located. I then pulled this plastic up, and I found the little box that I was looking for, which is right there, directly behind the driver's side headlight, right next to the windshield washer fluid fill tank. As you can see, I pushed this cable back through. So once I was able to find this, that's when I realized what I actually did to cause a portion of my problem. So that little screw, that little hole right there is where the intake bolts down to the car. What I realized I did when I took this box out of the car, and there goes the screw. When I took this box out of the car from, from this side right here, when I popped this screw out and I lifted this box up, one of the corners of this bracket caught on that cable right there, and it pulled that cable out of that little box. And I didn't realize it. But here's the problem. After you pull that little box and that cable that came off out of the car, so it's visible, I started looking at it, and I started to notice a few things. So on this end, there's a little piece of plastic that clips onto the lower box that keeps these two wires from coming out of the box, as you can see right there. This side had no lid. When you put this cable, see if I can do this with one hand, I probably can't. It goes down in there like that, and it sits like that. Well, there's no protection for that cable because the lid's gone. You can see that there is a lid because it's got two little clips on each side of the box. But because that lid was gone, the moment I lifted on this, it hit the cable, it pulled the cable, popped it open, it flew out, and I never knew anything differently until I went to pop the hood and it didn't work. So now that I know I don't have a lid for that little box right there, I decided I was going to make one. So I had this piece of PVC board that I bought on Amazon. It was a 2 foot by 4 foot piece. I use it for costume and prop making for cosplay. I had it laying around from an outfit that I'd made. Well, this is PVC board. It's easy to cut with a knife, and it's easy to shape. So what I did is I measured the size of the box, and I measured it out on the PVC board. What I ended up getting was this little tiny piece right here. I cut this out to the shape that I needed and brought it over. And now I can take this, place it down into, again, this is hard with one hand. I can place it down up underneath the lid of the other box, of the other top right here, and it slides in and it sits right where it's supposed to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the cable back in. I'm going to put this box back on. I'm going to get two little black zip ties, and I'm going to zip tie this back together again, and then put it back down underneath the panel where it's supposed to go. So hold on 1 second and you'll see what that looks like when it's all done. Alright, so took that little piece of PVC board that I cut down, I sanded it down, smoothed it out, got it to where it slips up underneath the front clip right there, and took two zip ties, one at the back, one at the front, to hold it in place so it doesn't come out again. If anything, using these two zip ties versus that one little clip there, will probably make this a little stronger than it was originally. But let's go ahead and put it back in. So slide up under this little piece, this little panel. There's a little hook. Place the hook down into the little cavity that the hook is set to recess into, and push it forward. And there is the box mounted back in place. The cable rerouted back up underneath the car where it's supposed to go. Comes around and up underneath and runs in. So now, moment of truth, I'm gonna close this hood and see if the hood opens up again. Wouldn't that be a treat? So stay tuned. All right, so here we go, moment of truth. I'm gonna grab it, I'm gonna pull it. I heard a pop and went back in. See if everything worked the way it was supposed to. Sure hope it did. And bam. There we go. Sweet. Now I gotta put this thing back together. I would have loved for this video to have been about the splitters so I can get those done. But, you know, stuff happens. Sometimes it's unexpected. And having a hood that opens is a little more important than getting splitters put on the car. So I've been driving for 2 days without being able to open the hood, and it's kind of bugging me. So with that said, have a wonderful day. Keep rocking it, and I will see you on the next one. Out.